Alrighty, I indeed have a prophetic word for you all, and I have been in the atmosphere and the anointing of this word for most of the day. And I want to kind of tell you how this came about. So, I have a private community that I started a couple of days ago, and there was a conversation about dreams, and we were talking about dreams. And I talked about a dream that I had just had, and it actually wasn't a dream. It was something that I heard as I was like waking up, the first few seconds of waking up. And I heard what I thought was Baltimore, we're back. Like that's what I thought I heard. And so I was sharing that in the chat. And even as I was driving that morning, there was this huge 18 wheeler that was to the right of me, and it had Baltimore, Maryland. I took a picture of it and I was just thinking about the dream. So I Googled Baltimore, we're back. And the very first video that came up was, and I remember it, it was a scene that was in an Eddie Murphy movie from way back in the day called Coming to America. And I watched it. It was like a minute or two long. And in that scene, Eddie Murphy plays a man that is hiding his royal identity, and he's come to America to find him a wife on his own. And he passes these two homeless men. And the characters in the movie are Randolph and Mortimer Duke. And they are homeless. They are homeless. They are destitute. They are on the side of the street. And Eddie Murphy walks past them and he gives them a brown paper bag with a huge, huge, huge wad of money. And he gives it to Mortimer. And Mortimer wakes up his brother Randolph, hands him the bag. Randolph sees the wad of money and says to his brother, Mortimer, we're back. That's where that line comes from. That's what I heard. Now, what is interesting is that Randolph and Mortimer Duke were characters in another Eddie Murphy movie called Trading Places. And Eddie Murphy played a different character. It's a whole different movie. And in this movie, Mortimer and Randolph Duke are brothers. They are stockbrokers, I think, or something. And they are extremely, extremely wealthy. I mean, like crazy wealthy. And Eddie Murphy somehow cons or schemes or scams them out of their business. And so here is Eddie Murphy in several movies later, and they have this cameo of recompense and redemption. And here is what's significant. In Trading Places, their wealth signified more than that huge wad of money that Eddie Murphy gave them in Coming to America, even though it was a huge wad of money, but it was enough. It was enough that Randolph Duke signified this is what we need right here. This is the jump off. This is it right here. Like they are businessmen. Like we know what to do with this. Like we know it. Okay, let me tell you. I said this month was going to be amazement, was going to be answers, was going to be abundance. When I tell you this thing that's going to land for us, and it is going to be money, it is going to be dollars. Do you hear me? This is what I'm talking about. This is the abundance and the amazement and the answers. And this word that I'm talking about green. Even the truck was green. I was okay. Okay. When I tell you, right, that's going to be like what we are, what we feel. We're gonna feel with what lands for us. Like, okay, now I can make some stuff happen. Now I can make some stuff happen. This may not be the fullness, but this right here, okay, yeah, I'm back. I'm back. That's going to be the significance of what we are going to say. I I don't really have too much to add to this. I don't really have too much to add. I really hope all of y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. I know the women that we've been talking in the chat, I already know y'all already done picked it up. Everybody else, listen, pick up what I'm putting down. Pick up what I'm putting down. The amazement, the answers, the abundance, this unexpected money, this is what we're talking about right here. This is what this word is. If this is what we're talking about. Okay. I'm getting ready to drop it off and let y'all partake and agree and allow and receive.